Rivers are an obstacle to be bridged over, and that's what we're going to do. Welcome to Minecraft School. My name is JD, and I'll be your teacher today. We're going to build bridges in two different styles. Number one, build a simple wooden bridge that has seen wear and tear. And two, build a solid stone bridge that is more attractive. Our first bridge is going to be right here, and this one is going to be, as I said, fairly simple. I do need to clear out some things like this tree. It is in the way. I'm going to be making this bridge come up a little bit because the land over there is higher than this side. So I want to bring this land up a little bit from over here. So we'll have kind of a raised road, I guess you could say. And well, we'll get into this. I'm going to be using spruce. I'm going to be using spruce logs, mostly slabs and a few other things to make it look like it's kind of breaking down a bit. Just a little bit of cleaning up here left to do. Should probably take this out, but I'm going to leave that for a moment. But unfortunately, I have to chop these down. They are definitely in the way. But I love how quickly you can chop these down. But very soon we will be using bamboo in an automated farm, but not today. That'll be another time. All right, so let's get this land filled in a bit here because we need this up higher by about 1 block. But we also want to make it look as natural as possible. So just widen some of this. Just try to go along with the terrain. To start off, I like to have my bridges having an odd number for the length, and I think we're just gonna have to put a couple of logs down here just to show where we're starting. So it's gonna be a deck of 3 wide, and we need to figure out how many blocks across this is gonna go. I did get some slabs, and I do want to have a bit of a rise up to this level. There we go. And from down here, you should be able to go under with the boat very easily. So I'm going to see how many blocks long this is, and we'll put in some logs on the other side. Well, this bridge is going to be 27 blocks in length, which is quite nice. So we need to also do a little bit of math. I'm going to do this off screen because I need to figure out the best spacing for some pillars. And we want it to look a little, I guess, even, I guess you could say. I think this spacing is good. I like that. What I did is I went a distance of, well, 6 in between. That's an even number, but that's fine. But this is the 7th one, I guess you could say. And I went all the way down to the bottom here. So what I'm going to do is show you how I did this. We do have to clean up some of this, so we'll be down there in a moment, but we just did this. A very, very simple. Make sure that we are lined up, and there we go. I would also like to increase the height of these as well. And, well, let's go down and take a look underwater. And you'll see this is in the way. We don't want this. We absolutely do not want that. So you just clean these up, get rid of that, and then put that in. And it looks much better. So I'll do the rest as well. It's time for the comment of the video. And this one is from William Rose. Got an idea for your farm. I'm not sure if you know how to make it, but it's an automatic chicken meat farm. Once the chickens grow up, they burn in the lava and you get cooked chicken meat. Yeah, I know all about it, and that is a good idea, actually. Let me just go over to the farm and talk a little bit about that. So here's the barn, and I have some big plans for this. A lot of the farms, the automatic farms, are not going to be up in the building, but they're going to be underground. That's just so that they're hidden. I think that this barn itself won't be big enough to hold everything that I want to put in it, but we are going to be putting a lot of things in here, including some things that I have built before, so I don't have to go over it again. I can just tell you all about it and link you back to the video. But yeah, a chicken cooker is probably a good idea. That's very easy and quick food to get. So thanks for the suggestion. This will work perfectly fine as a bridge, but we want it to look a bit better. So we're going to make it look like it's even stronger with some more logs going all the way down like this. I'm going to do it on all segments. The next thing we're going to do is put in our fences. Of course, this will keep you from falling in the water. That goes without saying. And it'll give it a bit more of an attractive look. It'll look more like a bridge. And now we're going to be adding some trapdoors. Now this is going to be covering up the joints here, so it'll look a bit better. Like this. And the one on the end doesn't need one because that's pretty much buried. So we'll do both sides, and then we're going to use more trapdoors. Doesn't look completely right yet. I have an idea, but first I want to find my axe. And I've got 11 trapdoors left, so we're going to dig out 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we'll go to 11. Alright, so here's what we've done. We've put in the trapdoors in different orientations, but I've also stripped these logs. And I think this will give it a bit more contrast, as we can see now. I think I like that better. But what we're going to do next is with these stairs, we are going to be putting these in upside down in here, because it's going to look more like it's supported, like that. And we'll do it under every pillar, so it will look nice and consistent. Almost like little arches, too. Now that I look at it more, I think the spruce may be too light. I think dark oak might go a lot better with this. So I'm going to grab some dark oak trapdoors and try them out. On second thought, without the trapdoors, that actually looks fairly decent. Interesting. I may leave it like this. Now, to finish off the bridge, I have decided that stone buttons are going to work a lot better. It looks like we've got some rivets, nails, whatever you want to call them. And I think this will look a little bit better. It'll stand out a bit. So, yeah, we'll be able to see those. Yep, that's definitely better. And also, we're going to add in lanterns on each of these posts. So, on all 8 of these, they'll be all lit up, which will be really nice. Our simple wooden bridge is finished. It's not very difficult to make, and I think you can do it fairly easily. But now it's time for the pop quiz. And number 1, what are some interesting materials you could use for bridges? And number 2, do you prefer wood or stone for a bridge material? Let me know in the comment section below. Our next bridge is going to be a little more complicated as we have a much lower bridge. So what we want to do is make an arched bridge. It's going to go up a bit and then level out and come back down. So both sides are the same level, so that makes it a lot easier. But again, we want an odd number. So I need to figure out where the beginning and end is. And we can probably just use a whole bunch of, well, actually I have it up there. I have a whole bunch of stone. But we need to figure out whereabouts the center point is. Well, it turns out this bridge is going to be 2 blocks shorter than that one. So that's kind of nice. Less materials. Well, not really. You see, this one is going to be using quite a bit of stone, especially stone brick. And I've decided I'm going to try out a bit of granite in this and see how that looks. So what I need to do is figure out exactly how the arch is going to go. I would like the bottom to be right at the ground level, of course. So we're going to be adding in some slabs, or we can put in full blocks. That's fine too. But you see, this bridge is also going to be 3 wide with additional supports on the right and left. So we need to make a bit of an arch. So I'm going to figure out exactly how this is going to go. It's not going to be very steep. I think we've got a really good arch going here. So I'll just show you what I've done. So we've got 3 slabs going this way, then 2, then 2, then 3, and then we're going to fill in the rest with 1 more level. I believe that's about 5 slabs worth. So I also need to get all of these out because these should not be here. We now have our full arch. Next, we need to figure out where the pillars are going to go. And I think we're going to be using granite, but I want to use polished granite instead because I like how that looks much better. And of course, you can get that with the stone cutter. There it is, polished granite. I'm not sure how much we're going to need. I'll just get, I don't know, maybe that much. Who knows? I may need more. So I would like to put up posts around the entrance, first of all, for like pillars, you know. Let's get rid of this. And right there. I'll do the same on the other side. And just like with that one, I want to figure out exactly where I'm going to put the other pillars. So we're going to have a much larger arch in the middle. Alright, I think this will be a good enough distance. I want to be able to put an arch up in here, but this area can be filled in, so it's not visible. So I think that will be very interesting. I like to work a bit on this part, so we're going to be using a lot of stone bricks here. This is going to be fairly straightforward here, but we're going to have a bit of design put into this. So let me just get this all put in, and things like this, you want to take that out and fill that in, so it looks a lot better. So I'll just put this in here, and we'll go across like this. I want to add something a little different here. I want to put in chiseled stone bricks. I'm trying to debate whether to put it up higher or down here. Maybe here is good. And then we've got that. Now this is rather crude looking. We're going to have to deal with the railings here. This is not how it's going to look. We definitely want this to look a lot better. But let's get each side filled in so that we get a better idea of what we're doing. And unfortunately, the chiseled stone does not look not very good. So we're just going to replace this. We'll do the decorating a bit later. We want to get the basic shape of the bridge done first. And next we're going to do our outline of the arch. We're going to be using stone brick stairs, which I think we should start right about here. And we're going to be building up like this. And then again, another stone brick stair. And we're going to go up again. Stone brick stair here. And then we're going to be, I'm going to have to get up there first of all, because I can't place anything. Then we're going to make this a little bit of a more gentler curve. So let's get this up like this, and from here we are going to start using slabs. And let's see if we've got a good view here. Yeah, so we're going to start using the slabs right about here, and we will need that's going to have to be a full block actually, but that's fine. Put that there and here and go across like that, and we'll meet up and we'll do exactly the same thing on this side. Alright, that's a fairly straightforward and simple arch. I think that should be okay, although let me just see if this will improve it a bit, like that. Looks not really. So I'll just remove these. It's sometimes difficult to make round things in Minecraft, but it's a lot of trial and error, especially with things like arches and circles. But I think this is looking rather plain, but we'll get to the other side done first, and then we'll work on the detailing and the railing. So we've got the structure done. Now I'd like to add these bits here and on the other side. And then we're going to see what we're going to do about the general structure itself. This will need to be filled in. I don't have enough, but Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. I don't think I want these full blocks here. I think what I want is slabs, but I don't want it to all be stone brick. Stone brick can be rather plain, you know? So we're going to have to do something a little bit more interesting, and I think, we could use smooth stone. Little bit of a spoiler here. I actually recorded a lot without audio, so I'm going to have to redo some of this right now. So a little bit of design work here. What I'm going to be doing is using these. So these are smooth stone slabs, and I'd like to have them come along like this. And we're going to go all the way across. Now this is, you can see these are two different kinds of slabs. So these will not go in the same block area. So we're going to cover the whole length of this with these slabs. And on the ends, let's just add in stone brick stairs. I think this will look good, like this. All right, so let me get all of that done, and we'll work a bit on the side as well. I'm liking how that's looking. Now, to give a little bit of detail, we want to put in some stairs here. So just put these upside down, and it gives us a little groove here. I'm going to do the same here, but that's a slab, so it won't exactly work the same. So I need to break these and put these right side up, like that. And then we've got one more right in here. Oh, need to actually get up there. There we go. And this one also has to be upside down. So we'll get that right there. All right, so you may have noticed that I've done all of the rest of it. Just wanted to make sure it worked very well, and that is how it looks. Also, under here, I have filled in all of this. Now, this is something you'll definitely want to do. Behind it, I have placed torches. So all you do is just follow the arch and fill it in with slabs, full blocks, and stairs. Just replace this one. There we go. And that is almost done. I do have another thing to put in here, and we'll go up on top with that. So our last thing is lighting. We're going to put the lanterns on all of the granite pillars here, as well as right in the center. So we need to find the center, and goes right here. There we go. So we'll just put the rest on, and we're done the bridge. And there we are. I like how this has turned out. I think this will look a bit better in shaders, especially this part. But unfortunately, Optifine is still in the previews, and the latest one was giving me some weird stuff with shaders. It looked kind of strange. So I'm going to put that off for a little bit. But that is our stone arch bridge. So which bridge do you like the most? We got the stone arch bridge, and we've got the wooden bridge there, which is a bit simpler. I like how they both turned out. Of course, if we're building a much bigger city across with a much bigger river, we're going to have probably a much more ornate bridge, or something that is quite a bit bigger than this. So let me know what you think. I think it's time for the homework. I'd like you to take a screenshot of your bridges and post it on my Discord server in the homework channel. If you like the video, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in joining Minecraft School, then please consider subscribing. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.